All right, so we have a 2015 Ram Promaster 2500 Ecodiesel with the 3-liter turbo. And what I'm doing now is changing out the fuel filter, and it's right here. This is the driver's side headlight. It needs to come off. In order to take that off, there's a white piece right here on top. You'll take a bolt out right here. And then there's going to be a white piece right here on the bottom leading edge, or another white piece, and there's another bolt on the inside there. I think there's two right here actually on this little piece, but you take those off, and then there's two 10mm there's three 10mm bolts that hold the headlight fixture on. So after you do that, you're going to come in. Your fuel filter is right here inside this silver, right here inside this silver container. You're gonna have two bolts. You're gonna have two bolts right here, 10 mils. They're right here on either side, holding it in. You can take one out, or at least bust them loose. And then what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna take. There's three different fittings. There's two fuel lines coming in on it. There's one with a blue, and that goes to this left post right here. And there's a green one in the back, and that one connects to the rear post. And then there's a connection right here, electrical connection. This is it right here. So in order to do that, just take a little flathead. There's a yellow tab right here on the end. You just want to pop that up real gently, and then you can start pushing this gray piece to the right as it sits in there, and as you push it to the right, it'll start pulling the whole piece out. So that's how you're going to do that. And then once that's all loose, just make sure all your hoses are undone, and then it'll come right out of there. Just like that. And then you're going to have some bolts right here on the top. They're Torx. There's 2, 4, 6 of them going along the edge right there. We're going to take those off. And then you're already going to want to have pre-ordered your filter, obviously. But there's your filter. Got it from Mopar. I think it was like $50 shipped. But yeah, it's what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and bust these bolts off of here, and then show you what it looks like. All right, so we got all the bolts out, and we're just gonna take this bad boy off of here. Oh yeah, that's tasty. Yeah, it's pretty gross. I'm gonna go ahead and disassemble the whole thing. There's 3 more Torx right there. I don't want to break anything. So not bolts, they are screws. All right, and I'm glad I wasn't pulling on it too hard, because the whole fixture does come out, but I don't think it needs to. But there is a little bit of dirt up here on this electrical connection. I'm going to go ahead and clean that off a little bit. All right, well, I figured out how that comes out of there. Don't actually need to take this out of the top fitting. So as you can see, this piece goes in there just like that, and it sticks through right there at the end. All I did was tapped on that, which is sticking out right there. I just tapped on that a little bit, and the whole thing just fell out. It's just held in by some O-rings. I'm going to clean this up a little bit so I don't have any dirt and stuff in there, or on this, and I'm going to go ahead and install the other one. But yeah, it's pretty gross. And it goes on like this right here. There's like a little spot on this piece where the not straw, but a little valve kind of fits in between these two little nubs. Just goes right there, and you just want to press it down till it seats. And it hasn't quite seated in the bottom there yet. That little piece needs to come up through this O-ring. There it went. So now you can see it's flush around that O-ring right there. That's it, and it's right here in between these two little nubs and a little gap, and it can spin because you got to line this back up with the top cap. It has a hole that I took that one little bleed looking screw off. I'm gonna clean this other piece and stick that on. All right, got the new one on. This one's nice and clean on the inside. It's like super clean, so that's what you want. And these has a little notch right here on this one, and a little piece right there. They line up. You can't really mess it up. It's not gonna go another way. So you just put it right in there. Make sure we're all lined up, and then let's go ahead and put their 6 torque bolts back in there. Put our 10 mil back on and go ahead and put these bolts back in and hook up all the electrical connections.